Expect many more arrests relating to COVID-19 tender corruption. The Special Investigating Unit, the Hawks, along with the National Prosecuting Authority, have been briefing Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts on their investigations. Billions of rand from government stimulus package have been paid over illegally in the past 7 months. And to make matters worse, people in President Ramaphosa's own office have been implicated. Live to Cape Town, parliamentary reporter Lindsay Dentlinger. Good afternoon to you. What then is the extent of the corruption so far? This hole, it seems, just gets bigger and bigger.
Correct, Jeremy. It keeps on growing, and that's what we're hearing from those involved in going after those responsible, is that just as soon as they get on top of a certain number of cases, the complaints keep coming in, investigations get wrapped up by the AG, and their workload just keeps on growing. But what we know so far is that 67% of contracts related to personal protective equipment are now under investigation. So I think it's safe to say, Jeremy, the extent is quite mammoth, considering that 15 billion rand was spent on these contracts, and 67% of them now under investigation by these authorities. The Hawks has told Parliament 154 cases, what they are looking at currently, and the NPA also weighing in on the discussions, saying they're looking to add at least another 14 cases to the roll within the next 3 months. So really, Jeremy, so many tentacles, and it just keeps on growing.
Lindsay, this is an old script, but particularly during the time of the pandemic, it's even more grotesque. Contracts to the politically connected are also under the spotlight, and the SIU, the Special Investigative Unit, has been addressing that particular issue.
So, Jeremy, they've highlighted some key cases that they're working with. As you said, it's an old script. We now know that a company connected to the husband of the presidential spokesperson, Kusela Diko, really one of the largest contracts under review, 139 million rand. We know that at least 39 accounts have been frozen there. They're going after officials who have since resigned to try to get a hold of their pension. But what really has come to light, and what the SIU head Andy Matibi has been at pains to point out to Parliament, is that there is really no law, Jeremy, to prohibit politically connected people or politically connected companies from getting tenders, of doing business with the state. As long as the tender process is above board, there's really no law that can prohibit them from getting these tenders. The problem really comes in, and what we see here is because these tender processes are not above board, and then we find out that these are contracts going to politically connected companies or people. But right now, nothing prohibiting that, and he has implored Scopa to help drive a process, perhaps, where legislative amendments should maybe be considered to put a stop to that, and then also to help stem the public outcry when these corruption cases come to the fore, that it, in many cases, are related to people who are politically connected.
Lindsay Dentlinger in Cape Town, thank you.